Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel. My name is Robyn. I'm a channeler and tarot reader, and this is going to be your February 2025 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We are going to look at the theme you will be exploring this month of February, what the potential challenge may be, what's working in your favor, how to make the most of that energy, and the outcome, as well as a message from Spirit. So, Scorpio, let us find out what theme you are exploring. Okay. This month you are looking into how to simplify your life. Simplicity. That KISS theory, keep it simple, stupid, is all about allowing things like decluttering the mind, decluttering the home, decluttering the heart, anything that detoxes, gets rid of, right? Enables you to really see things in their basic definition. So what I mean by that is that when we kind of detach ourselves from subscriptions that we no longer need, or paying subscriptions, or we kind of distance ourselves from many people that we are always seeing every single day, all the time, and it becomes a bit of a burden or a bit of a duty. We're kind of distancing ourselves from that, or we are looking at our home environment kind of going, oh, everything that's in this room is kind of coming down on me like a ton of bricks and I can't think straight, or stripping away at the petty, insignificant details of our relationships so we can get back down to the core of the love that is shared, right? Or within work, not sweating the small stuff. Okay, so this month is all about kind of how can I simplify my life, and in so doing, what you're doing is you're lightening the energy. You're actually making you feel a little bit more lighter on your feet. So it's all about simplicity, because things have become a little bit too overcomplicated, and it does need to be that way. So what's that other expression? Trim the fat, just get to the meat. Okay, so we don't need to make our words more flowery. We don't need to make any frills on anything that we're working on. It's just bog straightforward down the line. This is what it is. Simple, simple, simple. Okay, I was shopping the wrong deck there. Okay, so we're going to look at the cards now for your month. This is my deck. This is a telepathic tarot deck. Okay, it's available on my website, but the publisher I'm changing. So if you are interested in a deck, send me a message and I will contact you when it's available, because the publisher I used before was just way too expensive, and it's like, what's the point, you know? So bear with me for that if you're interested. So let's have a look here for you, Scorpio. Let's see how this is affecting your month in terms of simplifying things. Okay, current energy, strength, desire, Empress, working in your favor, 7 of Wands, challenge, death, and the outcomes are for, my goodness, Scorpio, we have, out of a 5-card reading, we have 4 major arcanas, which means this is a bigger month for you. Major arcanas are like predestined currents of energy that, regardless of our individual circumstance, we have to move through those energies, learn about them, and gain a lot of wisdom and experience from that. What that means is it's big. It's not like, that's why you can't really, you don't have the time really to sweat the small stuff this month. It's about those big energies. Now, you start off with the strength card, meaning you feel like you're starting off February with this energy of like everything, it's like relentless. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and it feels like it's never ending. It's like plodding away, plodding away, plodding away, constantly feeling like I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, constantly feeling bombarded with requests from people around me, and I cannot keep everyone, we can't please them all. It's that kind of energy. But the strength card is also about taming our inner beast, and about learning how to take charge of ourselves in a way that is compassionate and self-nurturing. The desire for your month is the Empress. Now, male or female, don't worry. We all have both the male and female energies within ourselves. The Empress talks about abundance and unconditional love. Everything that she wants to create, she's the birth. She brings things into creation. Okay, she's the ultimate mother, essentially. Okay, but she does it through her heart space, through her unconditional love. So that's where we're keeping it simple. Okay. We don't know how the things we are birthing are going to pan out. We don't know if it's going to return to us what we initially intend for it to bring into our lives. But we know that when we have enough of this space, this love, the abundance and wealth just comes on in. It's also an energy of creativity, because when we birth something new, so I'm just getting comfortable, it harnesses our creative energies and enables us to see more clearly how many options we have open to us. Okay, but again, if we're focusing on that unconditional love, it does bring in wealth, it does bring abundance, but it's not sweating the small stuff. What's working in your favor this month is the Seven of Wands. So you are standing with conviction. You are able to evidence and protect what is yours. Okay, so particularly if you're in the phase of wanting to move forward, and I can definitely see you wanting to step into a new cycle in your life, a new venture, okay, a leap of faith, which is great. You're able to express yourself very clearly. And even though you may have people kind of at the beginning of the month kind of wanting all your energy, or basically requesting loads of things for you to do to try and distract you from your direction, I feel like you are able to sort of put some boundaries down and say, no, this is now dedicated to me. I'm allocating this amount of space to this. I cannot deal with your situation at the moment, but I need to kind of work on this now. Also, if you're dealing with anything from the courts, or any kind of legal situation where you may need to evidence something to do with like a business plan or mortgage or anything like that, anything where you have to evidence your position to move forward, it's going to be, it's working in your favor. You've got what it takes to be able to really present yourself in a very good way. Particularly when you've got the Empress card and that's what you desire, you're bringing that energy into your radar. Okay, so you are accessing, you're resourcing your desires based on the Empress energy, which is beautiful. And that kind of does spill through when you are talking about new ventures, new ideas, or having to kind of evidence yourself and justify yourself in some way. The challenge for the month is death. Okay, so I mean, Scorpio, I mean, you should be pretty good at being in a phase of change and transformation, because you are really good at it. But it can bring a little bit of disconcerting energy where it feels like maybe things are taking too long to change. We always have to end something, be in that transitional phase before something new begins, right? That transformative transitional energy is always a little bit uncomfortable, because we can't we can't tell how it's going to come. But again, Spirit is saying, keep it simple. Okay, just if it needs to happen over some time, that there's a change that's taking place, try and simplify the energy. Stop sweating the small stuff. That will fall into place. Don't worry, we will clarify. With these major arcanas, it gives you bigger energies rather than the details. So we'll clarify in a moment. But if we move on to the outcome for the month of February, super exciting. We've got the Fool card, okay? You have now used the Empress energy to birth something new. Now, of course, for some of you, this could be a new member of the family that comes into your life. That would be a very kind of literal response. But actually, this is a new venture where you feel like you're excited, you're nervous because you've never done something like this before, but it's a leap of faith, and you are cushioned by those bubbles. So Spirit here is really kind of enabling you to go forward. Again, think about the motivation and your intentions behind what it is that you desire, and within that, keep it simple, strip it down to its core. That will enable you to have a more pure experience moving forward, and it can be kind of decorated later down the line. So let me clarify with the mini Rider-Waite. And also, I mean, if you look at these cards, Simplicity and the Fool, both of them are very floaty, light-weighted energies, okay? And of course, when you move, when you go through the transformation of the butterfly, going from the chrysalis, that melting, horrible energy from being in the cocoon, you come out as a butterfly where you have wings to fly. So you've had this heaviness energy, very earthy energy there with the Strength card up until now. You move into that water emotional phase, and then things start to get lighter. So let's clarify. Under the Strength card, we got the Chariot, the Empress, we got the King of Swords, Seven of Wands, we got the Three of Wands, Death card, we got the Five of Swords, the Fool card, we've got the Seven of Wands again. Okay, so even though a lot of people are asking have a lot of requests for you this month, you are rearing forward and you're saying, no, I'm going to go ahead anyway. The Chariot talks about victory and triumph. It talks about embracing our light and our dark side. So even though you may be feeling quite exhausted and thinking, oh my goodness, if I take this new step forward, all sorts of things could go wrong, right? That's kind of coming face to face with your inner beast, your inner demons, right? And then going, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. So it's like, feel the fear, I'm going to do it anyway. And that's what's happening with the Chariot. What Spirit here is saying, it's going to be really, really successful. It's victorious for you, because you're kind of going, I'm going to take what I've got and I'm running with it, okay? The Empress is clarified by the King of Swords. Now, you are using the Empress's energy of power, divinity, birth, creation, and abundance, and you are applying it in a way that puts you in a position of power to do with being either an expert or an effect of authority to some degree. You're putting your energies, your creative energies, into a format that is expressive through communicational technology, right? And it is something that has a level of power, authority attached to it. So your desire is to be, to some degree, an expert in your field, or to put on paper, particularly I was mentioning potential contracts or legal situations that you need to do, you are adding those two together. So whatever you're working on, whatever you're creating this month in February, you're backing it up with the details and with the evidence. Now, I know you are, because the Seven of Wands comes up, but we've also got the Three of Wands with that. So even though you are presenting all your information or kind of standing with conviction, there may be a little bit of a pause, there may be a bit of a delay, but just wait and see how things unravel. Again, it's in the positive position, so it's like you're waiting for your ships to come in. So it's like you set four things in motion, but the change is the challenge, meaning that it's just taking a bit of time. That transitional phase, you haven't started it yet. It may be starting only by the end of the month and moving into March, okay? Excuse me. The challenge with the Death card is clarified by the Five of Swords, okay? So there may be the tendency for others to want to get involved where you don't really want them to get involved. I mean, the biggest feeling I'm feeling with this, and I wouldn't normally say something like that, but it's almost like you're doing something for you, for your unit, whether that's your family or your work colleagues or whatever, or for you yourself. You're doing something for you, but it's like while you're putting the work in and you're running with it, and you're like, you know what, I don't care if it doesn't work out, I know I just need to follow this through. You're doing the work, and yet in that interim, before you actually get the green light to go ahead or implement it, it's like people around you are now wanting to sort of jump on your bandwagon, or they're now wanting to join you and either change your mind or put their tuppence in and kind of try and deviate it to what they want to do. So during that transitional phase, if you see it as a positive, because challenges are always an opportunity for us to learn, if you see it as a blessing, what that will do is reinvigorate or help you to look at things from multiple perspectives. But it may feel like a challenge because you're like, no, this is my baby, this is my thing that I'm doing. Like, you know, that's I didn't invite you on this, right? It's got a bit of that, so maybe a bit of a challenge. Ultimately, we got the 4, so ultimately by the end of the month, we've got that new beginning. But it's clarified again by the 7 of Wands. So once again, you're still having to back up your work, you're still having to back up your decisions. And so it feels like that's happening throughout the month, where this feeling of you have to still have conviction. It's having the confidence, and it's like, you may almost have moments where, like moments of weakness where doubt sets in, but if you can, it's like a fake it till you make it kind of energy. Anyone who has any doubts about the new things that you want to embrace in your life or start in your life, this new venture, come back down to the simplicity of it, okay? And that is a thing that will carry you through and allow you to sort of stand your ground and say, this is what it is, this is how I feel. It's actually that simple, without being bombarded by all these other distractions. So it's really exciting, Scorpio. I'd love to know what you're starting. We're going to end this reading off with a message from Spirit. What does Scorpio need to know for February, please? For their highest good. The Edge. Take a chance. Do something different. Okay, so Spirit here is definitely giving you the green light and saying, take that leap of faith, okay? Take a chance on yourself. And the best way to think about it as well is, it's a beautiful card. You're doing something different than you've always done before, and that's what makes it so sort of scary. And that's also why people may be questioning or causing you to doubt your energies. Spirit here is saying, go for it, right? Keep it simple, move forward, go for it, because it's really, really positive. And sometimes when we're at the edge of something, you know, it's super exciting, and it can be a little bit, you know, anxious. It's super exciting, but that's when the good stuff is. That's where creation is in the making. So it's a wonderful reading, Scorpio. Good luck. I hope you liked this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in channeling or tarot reading with me online, you can check out my website, robynstain.com. Information is in the description box below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this reading, because it really helps my channel and helps me to know that I should continue doing these for you. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.